Okay, we're doing this because we want to nicely put a video together real quick of some of the Pokemon stuff that we've done off stream since Tuesday to show at the beginning of stream when I'm getting everything set up. That way I don't have to be there and I can still narrate what's happening. Okay, since last time I streamed, these are just, boom, we got our punch card. Look at, we got 3 of the legendary birds and Gyarados. Not bad. Moltres, Articuno, and Zapdos. We love that. We discovered, or we were taught about this habitat. Um, oh, yep, gotta remember that. Okay. I thought that was too cute. Notice how Oddish and Axu are both on the bed together. It's like a singular bed too. They're just kind of like Axu's basically like the dog, and Oddish is the human. It's pretty cute. Um, I finally completed the big, like the building of a. I don't know what tier this is. This is either the cottage or the one above the cottage, right? There's like leaf dens, there's cottages, whatever. This big one, different than the ones that we've opened before. I like how there's a divider on either side. There's already a window. There's one on the far right. And then what was cool and blew me away. So I don't get me wrong. In Disney Dreamlight Valley, I love how much like so your house, for example, might have 7 floors, and then each floor can have 4 rooms, I believe. So you're talking like 28 rooms you can decorate and whatnot, in just your house, just your house, like your main one. Anyways, but at the same time, it gets a little overwhelming because it's just like, dude, you know what I mean? There's just too many things to decorate. So I've loved so far how everything is just one floor. But I also really do like how this particular house, or like type of house, does have a second floor. So at least some of the houses in the game have a second floor. I think that's pretty dope. I just don't want like too many floors because then it genuinely can become overwhelming. I thought the pattern for this bed worked perfectly for old whatever this guy's name is. Exadrill. So this is a lot of the stuff we would have done Tuesday night after we ended stream, and or yesterday and today. So basically right now it's Thursday. One of the things I said about doing was trying to get the electricity up and running. So back in the main base, I think it's Withered Heights or whatever, I spent some time punching out a river to get one of the water mills running, and then I dove into Vermilion City or Bleak Beach, whatever it's called. So this town was originally like flooded in a lot of spots. You can see how the water's over the plot of land to the left and to the right. And you can even see across the bridge that Pokemon Center at the top of my screen, the top leftish. You can see the Pokemon Center's computer, and even it's flooded. So I just temporarily blocked it with what block I had. I've since gone back and also made it a brick block there, so it's cleaner looking. But we stopped the water flow there. Do you think you can fix this bridge, Sauron? It's part of the main quest. Dude, you have to punch these things forever. I'm now close to figuring out how you actually get rid of these, and this is not the way. you know, most of this house right here, all of this would have already been like set up. I'm just kind of like throwing stuff on. How to open a shop. Place a register where you wish to do business and power it with electricity. Prepare a table to place your wares on. Recruit staff for the store. So that's really dope. You know, I really love the ability to trade and use just like pointless blocks, for example, to trade for items. But as of right now, I can only do that inside the Poke Center. I'm pretty sure that this means that you can essentially set up like yard cells with the different Pokemon and get more items that way, which is super dope. We're gonna definitely do that. Again, we're playing around this. At this point, we hadn't talked to that Smeargle yet. 2 jars of honey. What's cool is that little... We learned about this habitat, windy flower bed. The game definitely deliberately gives you that right next to this. Keep in mind, these little brown little squares are basically the game telling you, hey, punch these out, right? This is by design. It wants you to do this, which then flows. It gets the water mill going, which this would have been a big moment. This would have been the very first time I ever generated electricity. Not using a Pokemon, of course, but this would have been the first time I ever powered one of the electric generator things. Big moment. This was sick, a great view. And honestly, at this juncture, I don't even really process what that is on my right. I'm more looking at the beach on the left, the little Pokeball off on the horizon, that giant structure in the far right, and the I don't even, it doesn't even click on me. I'll tell you when it does. I was like, dude. At this point, I'm like climbing like a lighthouse, and then I get to the lighthouse, and it doesn't click to me what that structure is on the right. I mean, obviously it looks like a big ship, okay, but at that point it's like, okay, cool, it's a ship. So we're at the top of the lighthouse. We got this little bit of lore. We managed to track down the renowned Kenzo, owner of the largest building in the area, for a special interview. My family has dreamed of constructing a building here for generations, said a tearful Kenzo, with Machamp by his side. Machamp had also helped with the construction. Read on for the interview covering this man's remarkable life. Average reading time, 4.5 hours. Another one we discovered, yellow tall grass. This is Smeargle. This is us finally talking to him. Oh, that's on me. I normally like to read these for... Okay, huh. Ah. Ha 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 ha. These colors, simply stunning. Yes, this is the beauty, nay, the very essence of art. Alright, just a little more. Keep going. Ah, I hunger. What am I walking into? Art is hunger. Beauty is pain type shit. From an empty stomach springs boundless creativity. No muse inspires like the rumble of a tummy. Be that as it may, I'm a little too hungry for my liking. In fact, this is no time for art at all. I must eat. You there, won't you help a poor starving artist? All I ask for is a simple lepa berry. Do you already have one to give? Oh my, what a ripe, juicy looking berry. And that color, red as the burning flames of inspiration. Why merely gazing upon it sets my withered heart ablaze. Aha, yes, I've come up with a brilliant idea. Hold on to that lepa berry for now, my friend. I thought you were starving. I have like 40 on me. Painter Pokemon. This Pokemon secretes multicolored bodily fluids from the tip of its tail that it uses as paint. It hopes to paint the landscape of its birthplace someday. Decorator. Smear Guru has the paint specialty and can recolor certain items such as furniture. To behold, okay, I completed it. To behold such a sight. We also were like, you know what? We're going to grab this one and move it closer to the electricity. That way, I mean, eventually I run electricity. We'll show that in a second here, but I wanted to go ahead and get this up and running. Boom. And then it's like, okay, you can get an item, but you got to wait till tomorrow. Team R is building a top secret warehouse. I went to help out a bit today and got covered in sand. It kind of sucked. A bunch of smart looking people were there too, like scientists and engineers and all that. It kind of freaked me out. But it's pretty cool that our boss has so many different people on call like that. Team R was actually really infamous in Kanto back in the day, but our boss at the time disbanded the whole organization. Our new boss restarted things, and now we're back. I really respect our current boss. We're all baddies and villains, but he totally gets us. I'm gonna be his loyal underling forever. Hydrated yellow grass, new habitat, and that looks like a mareep, I think it is. A marrow, something like that. And then this is me getting my first Pokemon in this Vermilion City area. Oh wow, this is a perfect place for spinning my web. Wait, you're saying you made this? That's amazing. I really, really like it here. Please, come play with me whenever you want. String spit Pokemon. With threads from its mouth, it fashions sturdy webs that won't break even if you set a rock on them. No, another habitat. That looks like I can get an Execute, large palm tree, and some seashore flowers. So at this point, I carve out a little area. One good thing and one bad thing happened to me today. The good thing was that I got assigned to a special mission by the boss. Our boss really knows how to pick people for special missions. If I can do well on this, I'll climb the ranks to exec in no time. Maybe. The bad thing is that the mission itself seems really hard and kind of annoying. He wants me to gather all kinds of things. In a time like this, food, furniture, what else? Anyway, just lots of stuff. I'm just a little grunt and don't have any underlings of my own, so it's a big ask. I'm just trying to figure out the absolute easiest, low energy way to complete this mission. Yeah, you sound like you're perfect for Team Rocket. Okay, so what you can see, so when it comes to planting poles, you can plant them anywhere, but the game has like a specific kind of little block that has like a groove in it where it looks very clean if you put a street pole there. So anyways, I'm gonna break this, replace it with one of the gray like pole squares, and then I get and then I found this, a sprinkler, which is cool, and a little secret area. So once being down there, we start punching this out. We got the sprinkler and an irrigation device that sprays water in a wide area. Try putting one near the water side. Okay, and then in this same little like cubby hole secret area, we just start punching out rocks, and the river just like this little creek just kept going. And then eventually it dumps out to the side. Okay. Whew, I made it safely to the other side. Thanks, of course. That's me finishing the bridge that Tangrowth had asked for. Oh. And then he's eventually going to walk over. This is the Poke Center. A Poke Center, but it's flooded. Look, do you think this PC still works properly like the other one? And it's beep, beep, beep. There is a problem with the Pokemon Center. Please contact a staff member. We apologize for the inconvenience. Altering the flow of water. You can manipulate the flow of moving water by placing items in its path or destroying its blocks in its way. What's funny is like think of how much water I've already manipulated. Like back in the main area, I've created several additional like tributaries to the creeks they already give you. I've made new ponds. I've already blocked and redone water here in this area. Okay, hold on. Hold on. This is real main time, real Creed. Okay, real Creed coming to you. We're taking a pause real quick. I have Speedy with me, so I figured since I'm not talking for the next couple minutes on mic, we can just have it on Speedy Cam. Good old Speedy Cam. Come on. And I'm gonna pass Creed. Go. Oh, this is cool. So each Poke Center or each zone, each area has its own environment level. So notice how here at Bleak Beach, I'm environment level 1. And then a lot of the challenges are like restarted and they're like basically you have some challenges like collect wood and collect brick that are in each zone. Oh, so we can get more useful items here. Still, this Pokemon Center is in pretty sorry shape, just like the last one. I dare say it would be a problem for any humans who return. What say you, Sauron? Shall we find some friends around here and rebuild another Pokemon Center? Leave it to me. Oh, that's the answer I hope to hear. Your best bet is probably creating more habitats. Haberdasheries. Minnie's haberdashery. Hey, got a second? And then Meowth randomly pops up. This was like, I didn't even build a habitat for him. He just came out. Hey, you got a second? You're Meowth, aren't you? Scratch Cat Pokemon appears to be more active at night. It loves round and shiny things, like coins. It can't stop itself from picking them up. What's going on? Are there any other Pokemon here apart from you? How about humans? I don't have a clue. All I know is I went to sleep, and by the time I woke up, everyone had moved away. Interesting. I wonder, would a whole town full of humans and Pokemon really pull up roots and move all at once? Now, okay, so we're going to stop this for now. I know that this is not the most entertaining thing is watching me recap moments and like clips that I did off stream, but a couple things. Let me pull the cam up for this. One, I'm not recording every interaction with every Pokemon. I'm just recording every first interaction when I find them and like befriend them, which obviously you can only do that X amount of times. There's only X amount of first interactions to be had on here. So eventually they'll like not too far from now, there'll be a point where I won't even have these to record. And then I'm already not recording me like punching bricks out and redecorating stuff really. So I know this is boring, but again, we won't have too many more of these. And if you think about it, what I'm doing in some of these is I'm essentially taking like 3-4 hours of gameplay and I'm distilling them down to like 20 minutes. So I actually think that's a pretty good Or
summary,
30, especially for a game like this, like you can play hundreds of hours on. I wonder what a whole oh, we read that. As for you though, aren't you lonely here? I wouldn't say I'm not lonely, double negative, but I'm the kind of Meowth who likes doing their own thing. No home, no born rules, all play for this stray. That said, I've always thought human houses are cool, so now that no one's around, I've moved into a little shack nearby. Is it comfy? About that, it was a pretty sweet spot to live, but let me show you. Follow me. Okay. We'll go ahead and get through this. We did pick up that recycling slogan contest, youth. Garbage and recycling belong out of sight. Dispose of, reuse. Oh, that's cool. It's like, it's Garbodor. 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 Miska, 3rd grade trainer school. Okay, look, his crib is also flooded. Glub, glub, glub. Are you alright? Ooh, that was a bad call. I nearly drowned. Anyway, you can see the problem. At some point, my little shack got flooded. Sorry. Can you do something to clean up this watery mess? You certainly seem to be in trouble. What, with your home flooded like that? If we could stop the flow of water like we did with the Pokemon Center, I'm sure it'd help immensely. and then we get his request. Obviously, you just got to chop that wood and replace it. And again, what we did is we replaced it with just like sand blocks because that's what we had on us. And then when we got brick, the like exact kind of brick that is, which I think is called brick wall maybe, we then replaced the sand with that so it looked cleaner. And then in doing so, we discovered a new habitat resting spot, but only Meowth spawn there, so we don't really need to make one. And then so I actually see I just threw those stone little squares. Whoa, that water's all gone. My spot looks spotless. Did you do this? Thanks a bunch. I bet other places around town got flooded too, huh? Wonder when it got like this. The whole area would be way nicer to live in if all that water got cleaned up. I've certainly seen the waterways overflowing in other spots as well. And there's not much tall grass at all here, which is a shame. It makes such good homes for Pokemon. Yeah, we'll get the habitats back flowing. Don't you worry, bud. We picked up one of the items that we just, it randomly gives you was 4 rustic doors, which comes in clutch when we're rebuilding the house. I actually took this picture because one thing the game does to help you get your electrical grid back going initially is there's a couple places like this. So you see, look right here, right next to me, there are 3 power poles, right? There are 3 power poles, and they're not doing anything. Like they're way too close. They're not, they're inefficiently placed, right? They're not spread out, bada ba, yada yada. So long story short, there's a couple places like that where there might be 3 or 4 of them, and basically you can just pick up all but one of them, and then that way you can then more efficiently spread them out. So I took a picture of that. And this is where the rustic doors come in handy. So we had discovered that in order to just make one of these homes, all you need is a wall and a door, okay? We eventually discover that in order for it to qualify as a wall, it doesn't even need to be 2 or even 3 like rows high. Like it doesn't need to be a full wall. It could just be like literally one. If you can connect one full circuit of blocks, it'll count as a wall. Even though it's only, you know what I mean? Even if the Pokemon's standing above it, it's a tall Pokemon. And so, with that, one of the things we went and did, not only here, but back at the first place, was wall in some of the houses that they kind of give us. They give the gamer that's already kind of built, but not fully built. So I went in, and then the rustic doors that the game gave me comes in really clutch. What's also cool is, look, when you put one, notice how the doorknob, okay? And then notice how the second one is gonna also be on the left. So if you have a single doorway, right, the knob is gonna be on the left. But if it recognizes that it's a part of a 2-door door frame, watch what it'll automatically flip for you. That's really clean. It then becomes like stable doors or saloon doors, right? That the way they swing. So, anyways, both of these houses that the game pre-builds for the gamer,
what up, man?
Basically, I went in.
All right, sounds good. Enjoy Minecraft. Hold on. Enjoy Minecraft with the lady. This is me live here on the right, just playing with Speedy. I'm almost done showing essentially a recap video. I'm trying to summarize what I had done off stream. Yo, man, how's it going? Miss you, bud. I'm guessing MC is Minecraft and not like Motorcycle Club,
so they can actually be lived in.
Sons
and
of
this
Anarchy.
Is me just further playing around with the lightning or the electric poles with the ones that they gave us. See again, see the groove. So if you look right there, boom, right next to my character on the left, there's those little squares, and they have like a carved out groove for the pole to go cleanly. You don't have to put poles there, but it does look clean. I wonder if it spreads the electricity better. Probably not, but anywho, something to think about. And then Meowth, one of his, immediately gives you another request saying, can you brighten up my crib? I need 2 mushroom lamps, which we love the mushroom lamps. And that little Pokeball that's in his crib, great recipe for a resort light. One of my favorite recipes I've gotten so far. Okay, this video is going on 23 minutes. I also got a recipe for a sandbox, which is not only cool because it's a toy and Pokemon can play in them, but you'll see later they can do some cool things with it. Now notice how, boom, there's another one of those little squares that the game intends for you to punch out, and then it'll let the water flow. So we do that. I did want to show this one, the moment where I had the epiphany about that boat in the background. So we punch this out, it fills up. Oh, look at that, cool, very satisfying, and then runs all the way down. Very cool. Okay, we're gonna, this is gonna be like our this is obviously here in Vermilion City, aka Bleak Beach. Our environment leveled up to 2, so we got new challenges. See how a lot of these challenges are the same exact ones in the other areas, they just are reset. So like, notice how it says gather twine number 1. That's the first tier of that challenge, and then it tiers up. So boom, and then yeah. And then obviously it also has its own little item thing. Although I think some of these items are just the same. You buy them on either side, or like either zone. Okay, we did want to show the moment we had the epiphany about the SS Ann. Oh, well, there it is. So I'm standing here, and I'm like punching out sand and stuff. I'm trying to clear out. Oh, no, this isn't even the moment. This is another one of those where look how the electrical poles, there's 3 of them right there, clustered, not doing anything. They're not connected to anything. They're not efficiently spread out. So naturally, the gamer should grab those 3. And if you notice to the right of my character, right past the little mound of sludge, is one of those gray electric pole squares, right? It's it's already placed for the gamer. It's got the groove. So basically you pick up those 3 electric poles, you put one in that little square, and boom. This was another new habitat we discovered using the cart, but instead of this time the big crates, it's cardboard boxes you pair it with. Another habitat we learned, it's just putting a mirror and the closet next to each other. This is me. I don't even know what am I doing here? Oh, I didn't dabble in this because I wanted to do this live on stream, but I'm over here running back to base. I was going to move the spinner rack into one of the homes that we closed the walls in. Remember when I was showing the rustic doors and how it made it like a saloon door? I was going to take spinner rack to that crib to make it his home, and look what happened. This is wicked. So this is, again, these blocks are intended for you to punch out, and I immediately was like, is that a... First off, I thought it was maybe a regional variant to Snorlax. And then I'm like, has he just been sleeping so long that the grass and the moss grew around him? So we don't know if that's either going to be a regional variant, which I don't know if they're doing that in this game, since apparently, seemingly, these zones are past regions. Like technically right now I'm in Kanto. So, anywho, I think this is just like Snorlax has been sleeping here so long that grass has grown around him, which is hilarious. So anyways, we punched this out, realized what it was, and then stopped because we were like, we want to do that live on stream. I think I make a... Okay, yo. Watch out, Speedy. Yo, attaboy. Attaboy. Been doing good, Minecraft. I've been addicted. This is current creed. I've been addicted. How much there's yeah, hold on. I'm gonna go. 70 streak, my dog. I wonder what the highest is. That thing is only recently. It's been on Twitch for a little while, the watch streak, but it's only been like fully rolled out. Come on, buddy. Let me get you. It's only been fully rolled out for like not that long. Long story short, it'd be cool to see a leaderboard. That's got to be up there. And we're throttling already. 30 minutes into stream. Unlucky. 70, dude. I appreciate that. Attaboy, you my dog. Habitat there. That's another house that I can close in the wall. Yo, so the vending machines are super clutch. The vending machine gave me chili sauce. Sauce with an enticingly spicy flavor. If you take a sip and spit it out, it becomes lava. So that's how I can probably almost certainly make certain habitats, make like a volcano kind of thing. So we got the chili sauce. And I think we just wanted to show the realization. So, okay, remember the 3 electric poles that were there, and then I boom. So that's me picking them up, and then I put one of the poles in there. What's super fire is this windmill is already built, and it's already spinning, which means it's already got electricity stored in it. You just have to distribute it using the power lines. So that's essentially, as soon as we get done that, we start connecting them. There's stuff over there off in the distance, which looks cool. Oh yeah, this is us getting our second Pokemon. This is hilarious. Oh, so it's Gloom. This place is so comfortable. It makes me want to drool, slurp. Actually, I shouldn't have shown that yet. We'll come back to that. So I get those power lines, and this is me connecting them basically from over there by the windmill. See the windmills to my left, or well, it's right basically here behind my webcam. And then see, right here, what you're trying to do is make sure that you're putting it in a spot where it's going to connect. See, you can see how it's connecting to 2 of the things, but you wanted to get, I want it to connect to the one across the street as well. So see right there, you can actually see the black line going from it. So anyway, we play around with this, and we eventually get it all nice, and we punch out some tiles. We do what we can to make it cleaner, and again, like where they had their little gray square, it wouldn't have worked perfectly. Like it would have connected to one of the power lines, but not the other. So I punch out some brick, I move their gray square over, and then boom. And then what's cool is look at the pedestal behind my character. There are 5 dots, and I guess you got to get it. You have to like get it powered up from 5 angles or something like that, and then once you do, something happens. But when we do this, we've essentially got it powered up once. You can also see on the left side of the little pedestal thing, the platform, there's another one of those like electrodes. That's, look how clean that is. If you see, there's the windmill, and then we've gotten it down this entire like highway, this boulevard of broken dreams. And then of course we move the vending machines to, or the vending machines are all hooked up now. There's another picture of Lugia. We found another one of these mysterious slates. This mysterious stone's tablet has some kind of design carved into it, and on the back are letters. So I think that has something to do with unknown, but we'll go from there. And then we got to end this recording. Okay, we're live. We're gonna close out of that. Boom. Delete that. Bang bang. Don't wanna be throttling. Don't wanna be doing the thing. Hold on, bud. I'm gonna put you down. Wait a second. Lugia pick. Near where that windmill was, where we got those 3 poles and we ran electricity from the windmill, if you just like go across the water a little bit, there's this like furnace thing, and most crucially the recipe for utility poles, which then means you can go back to the starting zone, and I guess you could technically take power lines from here, move them back to your beginning area. You now can comfortably make power lines or have power lines in your starting zone. Okay. Eventually unmasking the true Lieutenant Surge, another Pokemon Red, Blue, Kanto, Vermilion City reference. Gym Leader Spotlight, Lieutenant Surge. Lieutenant Surge, Gym Leader of the Vermilion City Gym. May look intimidating, but you might be surprised by the gentler side he shows when he's with his beloved Pokemon. December's special edition of Gym Leader Monthly will focus on Lieutenant Surge, the Lightning Lieutenant. You'll see him in a whole new light. Okay, sorry. All right, Speedy, I'll put you down. Hold on. Hold on, bud. Gotcha. Stop squirming, you. Stop squirming. Dude, the throttling, man. Sorry, I know now y'all gotta look at me instead of Speedy. That swap. Dude, the throttling is... I just don't get it. Sorry, I'm trying to dabble in my settings and fix it. To no avail. Yeah, no problem, Leafy, no problem. Okay, what are the most important ones I want to show before starting to play again? I mean, we got this guy. I don't think this is Empoleon, but it's the guy close to him. Looks like a pretty nice home. Well, that's so. One of the things we did do was punch out a crap ton. So we were here, and we were like, we basically tried to trace a line from where the water mill is on the one side of town and the rivers and springs are on the other. And so this is me carving out it and then eventually connecting it. And this was very satisfying. Very satisfying. Yeah, no problem, Maine. Ooh, a fletch cinder I missed. This amazing facility generates water. But what's funny is I did this, and then later, way more recently, so I did that yesterday. Way more recently, I like set up the electricity over here on this side a bit. And then I remembered there's a windmill over there. Which means once you get the recipe for the utility poles, you can just go craft them and then run the electricity from the windmill well before getting the water mills going. But I went ahead and made the waterway. And in fact, not only does it spin the water mill over here, I've then established this little habitat, which is fire because we just got freaking Growlithe, one of my favorite Pokemon. I gotta head out now though, headed to class. Alright, enjoy lab. Hopefully you get all your assignments done so you can sleep in tomorrow. Rough. Oh, oops, sorry, did I scare you? I thought you'd... Oh, hold on, sorry. I thought you'd come to steal my home, but now that I look at you, I can tell you're not that kind of Pokemon. My mistake. I hope you'll be my friend. Puppy Pokemon. It has a brave and trustworthy nature. It fearlessly stands up to bigger and stronger foes. So again, see how we got the water mill going? We actually wind up running electricity from it and getting it going before even putting power lines over there by the windmill. Which again is already going. So the moment you see a windmill, you can just run lines from it once you get the recipe. So we got that. Charmander what's cool is, you know, obviously Pokemon can give you gifts if they like you. Usually it's like berries or resources, which is fine enough. This time he gave me an emote, and it's a fire one. It's like a half bow. Oh, it's so sick. Oh, we wind up basically taking a lot of the pink walls from the other pink huts it gives you and putting them all on this one house. And we have Slow Poke, Slow Bro, and Slow King all living there. And at one point, I got a picture, not to be creepy, of all three of them there at the same time. Look at that. It also, right now, has Girder. Oh, I forgot you can zoom in. But yeah, you see, I don't know why Slow Bro is sleeping outside, but hell, they like water. Hell yeah. So we eventually made that like a pink house. And it's got the bros and Girder for now. And look, we got the sandbox. It's only a 1x1. You can make them bigger. Super sick. They make like sand castles and stuff. It actually led to a photo op at one point. I think this is maybe it. Oh, I learned this tech. So when I was on stream last week playing this, I mentioned how I'm surprised that having a bunch of like the berry trees lined up in a row isn't a habitat, like an orchard, and like Appleton or something can spawn there. Well, along those lines, one thing I learned is if you have 3 trees basically lined up like this, and you headbutt the middle, it hits all 3 of them. So you can save time. Like watch, I'll go to the middle of the 3, I headbutt it, and it hits it for all 3. Super sick. I accidentally stumbled upon tech. My environment level got max. We have 6 people who consider their crib awesome, 11 that think it's great. And I mean that's basically it. Oh, yo, I had the breakthrough. So when I was on stream last time, when you try to leave, okay, the first time you go to Pallet Town, you get Eevee. And then you might have him follow you, and he'll say, "Sorry, Ditto, but I think I want to stay here a little longer. I guess I'll see you later." Well, I just at that point have always assumed that I can't bring any Pokemon from Pallet Town to the main base. And likewise, I've never tried to take any Pokemon from the main base to Pallet Town. Well, I went to Pallet Town last night, and randomly, first off, someone spawned. So I spawned in, and then a new Pokemon had spawned. It's the squirrel, Squovet or something. Very cute interaction. Something nice to meet you, and sorry it took me a second to say hey. My cheeks were full of berries. So cute. Doing that lets me enjoy yummy berries much longer. You can copy me too if you want. W Tech. Speaking of tech. Okay, cheeky Pokemon. No matter how much it stuffs its belly with food, it is always anxious about getting hungry again, so it stashes berries in its cheeks and tail. Okay, so we had established several habitats last time we were on stream over in Pallet Town, and this is me basically going there and finding them. We got this, which I had never seen before. This is a trippy Pokemon. It's, I guess, the evolution of there's a Cacnea, and then there's Cacturn, I guess. Greetings, wonderful night, isn't it? What makes the night wonderful, you ask? Well, I just found a nice spot where I think I'll be able to settle down. Things are way too bright during the day, so I think I'll hang out here. Scarecrow Pokemon. It becomes active at night, seeking prey that is exhausted from the day's desert heat. That's wicked cool bio. Scarecrow Pokemon. And it's a cactus. Did I already do this? Oh yeah, I wanted to show me punching out the river first. So once we made the watermill go, it established the watermill habitat, and then we got this guy, which I think is the stage 1 evolution. Yeah, Prinplup, which goes into Empoleon. We haven't met, have we? Thanks for taking the time to come say hey to someone like me. It means a lot. Anyway, this spot here is pretty nice, don't you think? It's got water, and I can tell other Pokemon around. I've always lived alone, but having others around feels kind of nice. Penguin Pokemon, because every Prinplup considers itself. Hold on. Nope. Okay, this is when the breakthrough happens though. So I'm going around and I'm getting all the habitats for these new Pokemon. And I get this guy, a Vikavolt. Vikavolt. Huh, who are you? You looking to fight me? You probably don't want to do that. See, I'd pick you right up in these jaws of mine and give you a big zap. I mean, what a beast. No reaction? None? I got you shocked before I could shock you, huh? Wow, dude, this guy's cool as hell. He's actually super cool, and I want him around me at all times because he's the only Pokemon that I have that can generate electricity on his own right now. He's a stag beetle, displaying exceptional mobility. It weaves between trees and shoots down bird Pokemon with its electromagnetic beams. I had never really seen much of this Pokemon. The evolution of his before this, I had one in Sword, but I don't think I played with it much. Evolved it just for the Pokédex, but never really like paid attention to it. And it's pretty sick. And hold on. Ooh. But the breakthrough happens afterwards, really. Because after I get done with this interaction with him, right? I notice that my and this is me completing the tree shaded flower bed Pokédex habitat dex. Doing a little water. This guy spawns. Hold on. Oh, where did that? So, what happened was I noticed that Shell. Oh, I completed a challenge, which gave me a cake, which is something you need for one of the habitats. Sorry, I keep scratching my nose and flicking it. And then I was able to establish one of the Evolution's habitats. I haven't gotten the Pokemon from it yet, but this is me establishing it. It spawns a Sylveon. The large ribbon and heart decorations makes this cake look quite lovely. It tastes incredibly sweet. Anyways, what I was getting at is the Shellos, the little pink, like, sea slug Pokemon. I was over here in Pallet Town, and I forgot Shellos was following me. And all of a sudden, he's there at my feet in Pallet Town. And that's when I had the breakthrough. I was like, holy shite, you can actually move Pokemon from one zone to the other. You just can't move Eevee. And so at that point, I not only bring Sizer over and to live in the main area, and he's living in the crib with me and Scyther. They had a little cool interaction. They were like, it's kind of like, hey, you're me, I'm you, you're me. This is all of us in the room, the bed, the house together. But Vikajolt, I gave him like prime real estate. I gave him the crib at the very front of town because I want to be able to get him like that and spark electricity. All right, that's good enough. Oh, and we got this bird Pokemon. Grumble, grumble. Huh, are you food? Yo, my food just walked right up to me. Heck yeah, time to eat. And then I wet him. Oh, you're not food, are you? My bad. Really sorry about that. Hey, why don't we be friends though? Cramorant instinctively swallow everything whole. They're at their most formidable when they're struggling to swallow overly large prey. Gulp Pokemon. Eyes though. It's eyes. And then we got this little mouse Pokemon, Minchino. No dust, no air. You're completely clean. That's so great. Oh, sorry. I guess that came out of nowhere. I guess I get so twitchy, like I really can't sit still when stuff isn't clean. You ever get that feeling? Chinchilla Pokemon. These Pokemon like things neat and tidy. They are always sweeping and dusting their habitat, using their tails as brooms. That was their habitat. It was at this moment where I go, oh, I'm literally in Discord last night with Sativa and Clipper. We're watching the Clippers Warriors game. And, man, dude. Al Horford, insane. Draymond Green, great defense down the stretch. But Al Horford hitting 4 threes in that game. Had 10 more points than Kawhi in the play-in game. Anywho. As at this moment I realized that because I'm in Vermilion City, that's the SS Anne. That's not just any ship that's just like crew. And I'm literally in Discord. I'm like, oh, guys. And I start geeking out. I'm like, I think that's the SS Anne. So I haven't been over there yet. Definitely saving that for on stream. But I super geeked out when I thought of the potential of more lore from the mainline games being in this game. So that was a really cool moment. We did the furnace. We showed that. We're basically all caught up. We eventually were able to swap out Gengar for the Charmander on our rally, because I thought Gengar is probably better to have. So then we have Gengar, Gyarados, and then the 3 legendary birds. Pretty rowdy. And then our thing maxed out over here. All right, let's get into it. That's basically caught up. Yep. I finally got cave mushrooms. Paris gave it to me about time. You'd think he'd have given it to me by now because it's on his back, literally on his back. Tyrogue and Hitmontop interacting was cool. They were talking about different techniques. I'll show that later. I want to play right now. Which is good timing. That gives me about 50 minutes of raw playing, and then movie time. I think we're gonna watch Ocean's 11. I also am wanting to do Ocean's 11 with Pixels and Popcorn, and do Grand Theft Auto Online some the same night. Do some heist. So in that case, we might watch something else. Another thing, so I had Vicavolt come and use his electric thing on these lamps inside my crib, right? And it turned on, it was super sick, right? What I've been surprised is it lasted even to the next day. Like that was last night. It's a whole new day, and they're still charged. So I wonder if an electric Pokemon doing that once powers it up forever. Because I don't even have any power lines random to this house yet. See? And it's got the juice still. That's pretty cool. I haven't used these yet. Maybe now's a good time. Oh, wait, someone spawned here. If this is a Venusaur, I think he's the only one left in this kind of habitat. It is. Look at the behemoth. Oh, sick. Why, hello there. What a pleasure to meet you. Let me guess, you were drawn in by the scent of my flower. Oh dear, you weren't? Oops, there I go jumping to conclusions again. But still, wouldn't you agree that this lovely, sweet scent suits me to a T? Yes. If you ever want to find me, just follow your nose. Seed Pokemon. By spreading the broad petals of its flower and catching the sun's rays, it fills its body with power. Beetle beep. We got a new recipe. Now we can make the wreath. So we need to eventually buy a Pokemon Center kit for the other 2 locations to repair their broken ones. But this one is called Wasteland Pokemon Center. So I don't think I can buy it and use it in one of the other zones. Okay, so no new Pokemon can spawn in that habitat. So let's move. Or I guess we don't really need to move them, actually. Never mind. Leave him there for now. I moved this guy. I put him in a home because I wanted to open up this habitat right here for the third stage evolution or whatever. Stage 2, actually. So we're popping off over here. Okay, let's be laser focused here. I want to use one of these at least. Tea with a delicate, elegant aroma. Delicate, elegant aroma. If you take a sip and spit it out, it becomes a hot spring. Okay, well, I know a good place for, like, to put water for right now. Yo, so again, this is me running the power lines a bit through here, and I started it from the water mill, like, instead of the windmill. I also hear one of the birds. I don't see him. Alright, let's put the hot spring, like... You know who would love a hot spring? Growlithe. I wonder how, like, big it is. Can I put it here? Pause. What do you mean I can't use it right now? Ooh, wait. This is gonna be a parasect. I made this habitat earlier. It was one of the earlier habitats you learn about. I just never put 4 hedges and 4 flowers together. Hello, hello. You were also looking for a place to live? No, I got a few. I just found this location. The humidity is high. It is very nice. I will take it easy here for some time, I think. Okay. Is he like hypnotizing me? What is he doing? Mushroom Pokemon. The bug host is drained of energy by the mushroom on its back. Oh my god, I'm today's years old when I'm realizing that Parasect is like not too dissimilar to Last of Us's Cordyceps. It's a fungus controlling something. Oh my gosh. Yo, the amount of times that the Pokédex in this game has had like actually new, at least to me, new lore, new and or cool lore. The mushroom appears to do all the thinking. He was trying to brainwash me. Damn, that's wicked. Why can't I use these? Okay, I really like Growlithe, so this doesn't feel like I'm wasting it on him. Although if he does nothing with it, it would be a waste. So, actually, no. To keep it out of like my sight line, at least for now, I put the pole up there, and we've only kind of ran it, but got that one floating. Don't worry about that one. I had moved Tyrogue to like the house that I originally had, but then I thought about it, and it's kind of tough for him to get up there. I need to give that house to somebody who can fly. Yeah, we got things popping a good bit. Ran all these power lines. We got some very important recipes. On our Pokédex, we're up to 66. One away. 3 away, I mean. Oh, man. I'm getting influenced by the youth. We also established this. Our shop yesterday, I think, had the inflatable, and then we made this habitat, but we haven't got the Pokemon to spawn. It's a rare one, so let's see what happens. Ooh, oh, we got. Okay, this is dope. Never mind. Okay, so now that we have electricity at places, I could have established this, but I don't need to, I guess. Well, for the completionist in me still wants to establish the habitat, but I already got Venusaur without it. Let's see, is there another electricity one? We've established this, we got Growlithe. We need to grab these, the same parts and make it in Bleak Beach. Oh, here we go. Okay, 4 walkway, ocean water, street light, electricity. And let's see if we got Sylveon. We should move Prinplup so the next Pokemon can spawn there. The only problem is I don't really have a better spot for him than this, I don't think. Like, look how chill he is. He's got his little pond here he can run to, swim to. Oh, hold on. Something spawned here. I have no idea what that is. I think it's Shellos evolved. Gastrodon. You there? Would you listen to this? I bumped my head into a wall just a bit ago. See? I missed what he said. Oh, wait. I forgot. I never have any bruises or any visible injuries for that matter. Any bump or scrape just heals itself right up. But that doesn't change the fact that it hurts. Oh, goodness. Look at me babbling on like this when we've only just met. Thanks so much for listening. Damn, way to flex that you have, like, regenerative ability. The softness of its body helps disperse the force of impact. So although its body is uncommonly squishy, it's also surprisingly resilient. It's one of the... It can have a yard cell. That's cool. It's got the trade ability. Yeah, you just live here just for now until I can get you something better established. Lots of water, ocean vibes, nice breezes, cleanliness, containers, dry. The only thing he doesn't have here is containers, really. That's okay. We do need to put some food here for them. Yo, look at him just chilling. That's awesome. I love that. I need to kind of move him since another Pokemon can spawn in that habitat. The thing with Prinplup, I don't think another Pokemon can spawn in that habitat. That's where I got Slowpoke originally. Yeah. So, like, since no new Pokemon can spawn, I can have Primple up there and not worry about missing out. This, I'm like, I need to move him. But I'm also, it's okay right now. I kind of feel like I have too many Pokemon almost. Yo, my place is looking kind of cool. This is also a sick view of it. Oh, don't do it to me. He dropped a feather somewhere. Dude, this game is so, like, deep. There's so many things to do. Like, not only do you have the establishing of all of the different habitats, like, just in this first zone, not even talking about Vermilion City or Pallet Town or whatever, just this one. You have your starting area and then all the habitats you can make. Then it's like getting the Pokemon to spawn and then moving them into new houses so new ones can spawn. Then as you start doing that, all still while in this main area, you start branching off and you find this up here, which is essentially almost pre-built town for you. So you have that. Then you get the area on the backside of town where I ran the power lines and the watermill and stuff, right? It's just so, that's all just in this area. Then you got all of Vermilion City. You got all of the Pallet Town stuff. And like, they're even like, hey, with Pallet Town, we're not even going to give you like a main story. Yeah, there's still a ton of stuff to do. Ooh, a cool little like sky bridge will be dope here. I feel like I should just go full stone, but stone kind of is kind of expensive. Okay, this is
That's what's great. I did not set about to go make a sky bridge here, but alas. Alright, we can finish that later. Also need to remember some of these engineering projects are the perfect things to do off stream. Alright, let me go check out that Snorlax while I'm on stream and actually do something, like, dope. I kind of threw that together pretty quickly. It looks solid. What we wanted there. We had already made this one. That one's the real one. Alright. Ah! Oh, hell yeah. They got new items. When I was on earlier today, it was Hitmonlee in here, and I guess I already bought all his stuff. Oh, I got a phone call. Hold on. BD's gotta go. Getting picked up. I'll be right back. Oh, dude, we're throttling again. If we keep throttling, we might have to call and re-figure out what's up with my internet or whatever, because I can't, I'm not... One thing that's been solid is
since moving film class over to Twitch, even if like I might throttle other days that week, it's been like chill about throttling during movie night, because I don't want to have to pause the movie every couple minutes just to deal with throttling. So if it keeps doing it, we'll move film class to Discord, because it doesn't throttle when I stream on there. Okay, it's a book, pretty neat. What's it called? It's called the Grubby Book. I guess it's just a decoration. We can put it in like a haunter's house. 150. Ooh, this is a berry I don't have yet. $500? Why you taxing me, dude? Oh, why you taxing me? Dude, what's crazy is normally I have the other fossils on me just for the sake of trading. I don't know what I did with them. Because like head is the one that I got the least duplicates of. I got a bunch of tails and a bunch of mids. Hate being foodless. Whatever, we'll come back to that. And we have a ton of Pokemetal right now, and we haven't used it. Dude, I need a haircut. It's getting on my nerves. Oh, there it is. All right, we put that, we swap that. Boom. 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 Oh, never mind. I do not have trash over there. We'll take this with us back to Vermilion. That's fine. Snag that Pokemetal and then we dip. Eight beans for 5 iron ore. What an economy. What an economy. Something Dow Jones. See, I already have paint. I guess I gotta wait until I get that smear guru in order to actually paint with it. Alright, let's get it moving. Yo, oh, that's right. I moved Axu. That's cute. I moved him over here just because, again, I wanted to free up his habitat. And he's over here just chilling with Noctile, which it works because they are on different sleep schedules. Dude, beans are great. They don't give you as much PP back as carrots, but they sell for 50 a pop. I mean, Bleak Beach is cute and all, but I wish they would have named it something closer to what it's supposed. Like, this is Vermilion City, basically. So at least call it like, I don't know. You can't call it Venice Beach. What's it called in Grand Theft Auto? Not Venice Beach. Vespucci. It's called Vespucci. They could have, you know, something like that. Vermilion Beach. Vermilly Beach. Verm. Oh, I haven't been up there yet. That's new. So again, see, we got these cribs all set up nice. Fine. Wow. Why is that one took so long? 2 grassy lads sleeping here. I thought I popped off with this. The little hanging flower right underneath that. That looks so good. Well, they already got a lot of grass. So, I think I meant to show this. So, I did play around a bit. Like, I went through a bunch of this stuff. No, not this. Well, yeah, these two. I cleared all my notifications. And I was reading something about habitats where when it comes to, I think it said brightness, humidity, and temperature. If you put, like, let's say you move a Pokemon from their habitat that they spawned in and you put them in a house, an actual, like, abode. When it comes to brightness, temperature, and humidity, you can only affect those by doing stuff inside the abode. Even if, like, so right here, for example, you see how I can press into my right thumbstick and I see the range of their habitat, okay? If I make changes to, like, humidity or brightness out here, it is not going to affect them because they're technically living indoors. That's with those 3, brightness, humidity, temperature. But I'm pretty sure, let's say they want more toys, right? Toys aren't relevant to those 3, brightness, humidity, temperature. So if I put like this here, I believe that still affects them. That boost, even though it's outside the house, because it's in their home zone, it would work. But it's only like brightness. Like if they were like, oh, we need it brighter, and I put a lamp right here, I don't think that would help. But I do think like putting toys and stuff. Anyways, I say that because I've been putting, you know, a little Bam and a little Boozy right there. Little Shaboozy. Anywho. Dude, we've cleaned this place up pretty well. We've moved. Oh, and Meowth gave us a request. He can teach us how to clean up the mud. Wash away the muddy mess near Meowth's shack. I think there's someone living near the water who can wash off dirt and stuff. So, and because I've ran, you know, I showed earlier when I was archiving, recapping, I haven't changed my stream title. Where's my shit in my stream title? Oh my gosh. What was I gonna say? Anyways, yeah, we showed earlier Bam hooking that power line up. We've obviously since ran it that way too. Bada bing, bada boom. Look how clean. Two things. And we moved Gloom to open up this habitat and it worked out. Or no, different habitats. It's an execute. What's your deal? Hang on a sec. Okay, folks, any thoughts on this funky looking rando? Execute B. I say we act cool and be nice. I mean, our visitor here doesn't seem like a bad egg. The third one, yup, I agree. The fourth one, sounds good to me. All right, thanks for waiting. Let's be friends. That's funny. They have to do like a little int council almost. Egg Pokemon. Using telepathy, only fellow execute can pick up on. They always form a cluster of 6. They can teleport. Pokemon with the teleport specialty can instantly take you to a Pokemon you're searching for. That's cool. Okay. Let's show me how that works. Oh, we never went back and showed the Gloom, which is one of the maybe the funniest Pokemon interactions I've had so far. So Gloom initially spawned here, if I remember correctly. And oh, here it is. Okay, so he pops out. This place is comfortable. It makes me want to drool. Slurp. Okay, then my character gets woozy. Hey, you don't look so good. Are you feeling okay? What? An overwhelming stench. You can't stand it? I wonder what it could be. Slurp. I mean, poor, Gloom, dude. I actually think something smells kind of nice. Dude, he doesn't know how bad he stinks. Weed Pokemon. The nectar it drools from its mouth smells so atrocious that it can make noses curl from more than a mile away. Gross, dude. That's hilarious. I like how they incorporated that in your character going like, I've started to deck out their house. What's cool is, so there's the one house that has 2 stories. When you go to move Pokemon into it, it'll literally ask you, which floor you want to put them on. I think that's what I do here. Yeah, watch this. I move him in, and then he goes, which floor? First or second? And then we put some stuff in the first floor for him. Okay. Alright, it said that I'm searching for. How does that even work? Okay, I'm searching for this guy. Nope. Maybe I have to have him? Okay, let's assume it's got to be one of the Pokemon here. Next reward is the cart recipe. Oh, I see search right. Okay, search. Searching for Pokemon with the Pokédex. Oh, that's cool. You actually have the Pokédex out. Dude, you don't actually do that as much as you would think in a Pokemon game. Press start while viewing a Pokemon in your Pokédex. Searching. Yo, you gonna... Hey, you looking for someone? Sure am. Kyogre, huh? No clue where they are, but I hope you find them. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I did start with a lofty one. That's funny. Well, he's too close. Teleport you to him? Alright, let's just do Meowth just to try it out. I didn't do Smear Guru or whatever because I knew he was right there, and if I was going to get a loading time, I at least wanted to travel some distance. Some distance. Yeah, we made it. Next time you want to... That actually wasn't that long of a loading screen. Just let me know. I wonder if he can take you back to, like, your home area. I don't even know what Pokemon that is. Alright, I need to get the little claw thing. I cleaned all of this up. This had a bunch of sand here. And I've cleaned it up. Somehow the power's not working, though. Oh, we just got to connect one more. Oh, I think I ran out of poles. I don't like how close these two are together, but I'm too lazy to punch that up and move it. Oh, look at that. That's sick. Oh my god, it's a neon sign. It's a Raichu on the signage. That's so sick. Oh, I love it. Obviously, part of me wants to take some of this stuff and put it in my own crib, like this TV. But we'll leave it here for now. Oh, the sound. There are things that you can interact with. Yo, that's mad satisfying. Oh, look at Spinnerack looking at himself in the mirror. I see you. Yo, that's so dope. There's a neon sign with a Raichu on it. I put this little gray, the little, let's call them a power block. The power block here and stuck it out. I also ran that little ladder over there. I feel like that looks clean. Yo, so dope. Okay. It said the thing that cleans the mud spawns near the waterways. A classical book with a grimy cover. There are probably lots of difficult words written inside. Difficult for who? I wasn't sleeping on my feet. I've still got plenty of energy in me yet. If there's anything you don't understand, please don't hesitate to ask. What have you got there, Sauron? Praise this. Alright, is this what you're eager to learn about? Let me take a gander. Oh, I've got it. That's a metal coat. I think I've already gotten one of those before. Yeah, I put it in my crib with me and Scyther. And then now there's a Scyther in there now, so actually that might feel weird and rude. The Scyther. Also have one of those. Stop giving me duplicates. See, Wasteland, though. Wait. This whole area might be called the Wasteland. The first zone is called Withered something. Hold on. Wait a minute. Wait, Withered Wasteland. That still might not be... Whatever. We got money to spare. Let's buy it and see what happens. Worst comes to worst, we just can't use it. We hold on to it. It just says The Wasteland, though. To make it look just like the waste. Okay. Oh, okay. It's like it's inspired by the Wasteland. We put this here? Question mark?
Yep, nope, never mind. All that excitement for nothing. I don't get it. What should I do? Have the Pokemon been requesting help from you at all? If the Pokemon asks for your help and you've gotten the details, try talking to them again. That might help you remember, yes? You can also, yep. Okay, maybe I need to do the meow thing first. Alright, let's check our habitats and see which ones in Bleak Beach we need. It says something that spawns by the ocean. So that's maxed out. That's not the ocean. Oh, we can set up the dock. Let's do the dock. Is one thing for sure. The dock. I would love another fishing rod so I can set up another one of these. I said a street lamp any. So let's just snag this one for now. Because we're going to have this house, like this is going to be lit up anyways. Yo, I really like, see this block here at the bottom? It's called like a foundation stone. I can't wait to get the recipe for that. I really like it. I want to make a whole crib using that. Also, this one's not really needed that much, I feel like, right now. Oh yeah, you can go now. Just for now, let's just put it here. Sitting at the dock of the bay, wasting time. Cozy little dock on the beach. Swimming Pokemon might stop by now and then. I have a couple of these. To my fishing fanatic little bro. Thanks for the letter. These days I've been fishing up a huge haul of horsey. There are just so many to catch. I'm having an absolute blast. I'll visit you sometime soon. So let's go fishing together then. Love, your fishing fanatic big bro. Ah, sorry. Yo, look at that. That's so sick. Yo, I can't wait to explore that. Go and freshen it up. Ah, that's the difference in when you would want a bridge versus a bridge plank. Gotcha. Okay, so here we would want the bridge both there and there and there. Nope, that's okay. We want just bridge, not walkway. And then here we go walkway. Nope. Good enough for now. Honestly, we need more just like bridges. Anyways, we'll come back to that. Oh, look at the execute in the lounge chair. That looks so dope. The one thing I need to do is go and clean more of the pathway. That's definitely the stuff I do off stream. Zubat? I hear it. Where is he? Or her? Where are they? That brilliant sheen. Surely the only way to make a leopard berry shine brighter is to smash it. That'll surely bring out its sweet, sweet artistic potential and satiate my hunger for knowledge and food. Well, I do already have red paint. Bring me a smashed up leopard berry, would you? You may want to ask Pokemon who can crush things. Well, I crushed that task, bud. Tantalizing restaurant. Ooh. We just need to grab the menu from that one house here in Vermilion and move it over, and we'll already have that, essentially. Chic sofa. Having all the vending machines activated, like powered up so you can hit them each day and then get a new item the next is something you want to get to. Alright, we should be, it's film class time. We're just addicted to this. Don't hate me, don't hate the player, hate the game or something like that. You gotta love the pre-built power blocks. Guide us.
so many of these are so broken. God, I crafted a bunch of power lines already. So satisfying. The thing is, it's actually a really good return rate though. Like when you punch these broken tiles, okay, you generally get 1 or 2 stone, right? Well, if I'm not mistaken, 2 stone creates 10 of these blocks. So even if, like, so right there was 2, right there was 1. So if you get 1.5, that's still like basically every 3 of these, no, every 2 of these you break, you're getting 30 actually clean ones. Numbers. All right, I'll start getting ready for film class if and when I see Decursed. We haven't throttled in a while, but then again, we're also at like 2,800 bits. Or we're at 3,000, but still. Okay, we're gonna play this 9:10. It's 9:05. I want this Pokemon to spawn so I can figure out how to claw the sludge. Ooh, we want to power... Okay, if nothing else, let's power up one of the... I don't know if I have a cash register over here. So I would like another place to be able to trade stuff. Oh wait, this might already be set up. No, we just need a chair. Just need a chair. Tell me we randomly have one. What if it's any chair? Tantalizing restaurant? Of course. We are throttling. I jinxed it. I jinxed it. I think that Pokemon is called a paw mutt. It's like a bear kind. Okay. Clean up the mud. I think there's someone living near the water who can wash off dirt and stuff. If you're not sure what to do next, talk to the Pokemon around you again for more details. So let's go get his Lepaberry paint. Ooh, let's test out Execute. Sorry to wake you up, bud, but it's time. I feel like this thing is also thicker than it needs to be. that no one ever. But and I put this torch here just for lighting earlier on, not realizing that that eventually would be a street light. Street lights. I like how it has some decent range too. Like we just go bam, bam, and then it reaches over here. Like I feel like I can take this whole row. We'll do that off stream. We're gonna take that column, and just have it go 1, 2, 3 wide. That way we don't have to craft as many. Now he spawned instantly. Palmo, nice to meet you. There are so many things around here I've never seen before. It makes my walks it's so fun wandering around unfamiliar places. It's like a mini adventure. Want to join me sometime? Sure. Ooh, you look like you might have electricity about you. You do. Mouse Pokemon. When its group is attacked, Palmo is the first to leap into battle, defeating enemies with a fighting technique that utilizes electric shocks. It can generate and it can crush. Okay. Favorites, electronics and stuff. That means I don't need to go back. I probably can just give him. Hold on. I'll come back. You keep doing what you're doing. Now I'm gonna go try to find. Ooh, does that mean? So this might have been one of those occasions. Oh, I just unpowered a bunch of stuff, I bet. Where see, if I manually punched out one of these stone tiles and replaced it with the power brick to connect it, not even realizing that that was right there. Yep, that's all. That's it. We don't mean that. What do we drop real quick? Drop the sticks. Dude, I'm addicted to this game. I still need to find wheat. That's part of one of my main quests that we haven't finished yet is the like Team Rocket team initiation thing. Every little thing gonna be alright. What else can go in here for now? Oh, dang, we got a chic sofa recipe. You can make a tea set now? Enjoy an elegant tea time with this gorgeous set that includes teapot and teacups. Garbage bags. Trash bags found most anywhere. Certain Pokemon found their odor irresistible. I feel like I'm going to need to make that for the Garbodor. We even saw a poem about him. Alright, I really need to get... Okay, we said 9:15. We actually got a couple more minutes. Hey-oh, look at us go. Let me ask... Oh, meow. Any more clues, dude? What up, dude? Although, I like the way he just climbed up there. Also, this roof can go. And that one. And that one. Whenever the sky is full of clouds, it makes me want to be super lazy, you know what I mean? What did you need again? Any chance you can get rid of the mud around my home? There's a Pokemon who specializes in cleaning up stubborn messes like that. I'm pretty sure they used to live near the water. I wonder where they went. Hydrated, okay. or by the water, but not by seawater. Okay, noted. Noted. I don't know if I actually have that habitat. You would think that here at this like beach town, and I'm talking to the Meowth who lives right next to it, when he says by the water, he's referring to like the ocean, but I guess not. Also, I saved this to do on stream. This is clearly one of those the areas you're supposed to punch, right? These things are meant for you to punch. Oh, we wanted to go see Snorlax too while we're on stream. Ah, I guess just punching out like dirty blocks too increases your environment level. Main. Oh yeah. I feel like that whole thing's gonna flood if I hit too many spots. There needs to be a smart transfer where I can just press a button and it'll automatically grab all of the items from the bottom and put it in if I have a stack of them already. Now the problem is in this case it would take the 8 Lepa berries and put them up there, and I don't really want to do that. So that's also where I like when games have the ability to lock an item in place in your inventory. I need to use some of this stuff. Muy rápido. I also kind of like the idea of mix and matching. Like the leaf cottage kit is by design supposed to be in your main area, just like aesthetically, and then you have like the resort kind of vibes for this area. Yo, what up, DeCurse? You're just on time. You're just in time. You're just on time. But I also like the idea of mix and matching. Yeah, we're just about to start. Of mix and matching some of these, like the aesthetics, like putting one of these in Vermilion City and vice versa. Right, we need to clear our inventory and hop off here. Such a satisfying sound. Oh, you gotta love the juice. Okay, after the first time you upgrade your PP, I rarely have to eat anymore. The only time I really need to eat is if I go in long like punching sessions where you like clear a bunch of the soils. So I can only imagine how strong the PP is going to be after this one. A mysterious liquid in a bottle. Drink it to slightly raise your max PP. Again, when we did it last time, we rarely have to even eat anymore. Our PP is so good. So we're going to pop this. Yup. And this is kind of cool. It's like a sand igloo. Plain sofa, yes please. The recipe. Arbor pole. Okay, let's switch over. Habitat information. We definitely want that tomato seed thing. Trash can central. We were just talking about that. Maybe this is one of these are Garbodor. Very rare. You haven't discovered this. We need 4 trash bins. We know where one's at. Oh, wow. Absolutely want to buy this. And that? Yes, please. seashore house recipe set. What's cool is the picture only shows like one item, like the floor essentially. But I guess this actually gives you walls, floors, and a door. Stone brick wall, flooring, swinging doors. That's sick. We can actually make an actual saloon. An actual saloon. Okay, let's switch over. Here we go. This is the thing we need. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Gather some Pokemon and build a way. Time for that comforting place to make a comeback. That's what we needed. So off stream, we're gonna, once we're done with stream tonight, we'll put enough resources in here. So it already did it for us. We'll put the resources in here to get this going, and then that way tomorrow it'll get finished. Probably gonna make that habitat too, and we're gonna make the habitat to give us the thing that can carve through the mud and the sludge. Which we need that. Wait, I think I already made it. It's right here. Yeah, this is the habitat. No, we need one more. Okay. There we go. Okay. Hopefully when I hop back on after movie night, that thing spawned. Wait, so what's cool is you obviously find the traces all over the map that will help you discover habitats before you've made them and teach you about them. So then you can go to your habitat decks, see what you need, craft it. But there's probably been like 8 or 9 times where I've accidentally discovered a habitat. I've just been like decorating, moving stuff around, and then like right here, it just randomly triggered. Bird Pokemon are sure to come and enjoy feasting on the plated food. Oh, common and a very rare. I literally didn't even know that this habitat was a thing. Oh, yes, it spawned immediately. Be a Pokemon, not an item. Yes, it's the little baby one. The starter. Piplup. Piplup. Pip, who are you? Why do you look funny? Isn't it hard to swim like that? Oh, I get it. You're better at walking, aren't you? I like swimming better than walking myself. I hope we can swim together sometime. Yo, can you clean off the mud for me? Penguin Pokemon. A poor walker, it often falls down. Aw. However, its strong pride makes it puff up its chest without a care. Hell yeah. Water. You're not the one. You've earned a recipe. This is the cart. We've already saw this, I think. Yep. Hey Ditto, let's play a game. I call it my super awesome and cool quiz game. Alright, this is the last thing. Here we go. What's Minchino's favorite thing ever? I don't know. The chinchilla. Rides? That's right. Nice one, Ditto. Smarty Pants, here's your incredible prize. Thanks, bud. Wait, is this a bathroom over here? It is. That's cool. It's like a little bathroom stall by the beach. I didn't even realize that. Man, this game's so cool. I like how Spinnerack loves to check out itself. We need to move this Piplup though, bud. Oh, hold on. He just said something about the stubborn mud. I'd love to help. Lead the way to the mud. Bring Piplup along with you and stand in front of the money mess. We'll spray mud with bubbles. Once the mud is covered in bubbles, you can wash it all off with the water gun. What? Pokemon with the water specialty can spray bubbles on mud. Wait, so anyone with water? We already had that. We just needed him to teach us the tech. What mud do you need cleaned up? Yeah, are you following me? Yeah, all of this. Okay, let me get, while you do that, I'm gonna get the movie pulled up. Come on. Spray right here. This is the mud. Don't you see it? Piplup, don't you see it? Surely you see it. Bro, you okay? What about this mud? Oh, look at his little arms. That was so cute. His little arms trying to get up that ledge. Okay, and then I need to hit it. Oh, yeah. This reminds me of a Billy Mays commercial for some reason. We're putting OxyClean on it, and then you set it and forget it. Oh, I love this. Okay, I specifically need you to do it on the... It by Meow's house, please, bud. Meowth and a build Pokemon, which we can... Now that we've gotten so many projects built in the main area, and now that we know that you can take a Pokemon from one zone to the other... There, I've got the mud all bubbled up. Now just spray it with water and it should wash right away. Good job. Yay, it's all clean now. Why don't we clean up all the mud now? It'll go real quick if we work together. Yeah, we'll do that later tonight, off stream. What was I saying? Oh. Now that I know that you can also move Pokemon from like one zone to the others, other than Eevee, I guess. I can, and I've already built so many projects in the main area, I can actually take one of my build Pokemon from there, move them to this zone, and that way he can help with projects. 5 head. Oh, there was a Hitmonchan in chat. Okay, we gotta do this. Oh wow, this thing's already spawned. See something cool. Oh, Torchic? That's cool, it's a starter, we like that. Torch. Hey there, human, or Pokemon, which is it? Maybe I can tell if I peck you. Sorry, I was just joking, I won't peck you. I'll make it up to you by warming you up on cold days with my nice toasty tummy. Come hug me anytime. Chick. Chick Pokemon. In its belly, it has a sack filled with burning fire, meaning that Torchic feels as warm as a hot water bottle if you hug it. Well, that's cute. So he's the other Pokemon that can spawn there. And then there's one more very rare. So we want to move him out. We'll do that off stream. We're going to move him out. That way, whatever the other Pokemon that can spawn here has a chance to spawn overnight and whatnot. Actually, hold on. You come with me. It's having a fire Pokemon across the street from like 2 grass ones. We'll have to see, but we'll see how that pans out. Also, he probably doesn't like the metal and the round things, like as his thing specialties, but for now, we're leaving it. It is what it is. We'll give him a candle for his little fiery heart. You move in here, bud. I wish we can walk together like this every day. You can live in this house. Yes. Okay. Now, again, that frees up the habitat that he spawned in order to get the next Pokemon there. Yo, come light this candle. Ooh, this place... Okay, since this is only going to be fire Pokemon for now, I'm actually going to take this and put it in a different house. Dude, yeah. Why is it not grabbing the light that I'm looking? It's grabbing everything but the light. Oh, that's infuriating. Nice. Very cool. Very cool what just happened. From what little I've seen of streamers play this, I do think you can eventually like transform into some of your Pokemon and you get the ability to turn into a Magnemite, it looked like, and fly. And I bet you it's so much easier to do some of this like very finicky building stuff done in that way. Okay, we gotta do film night. I'm sorry. Dude, please, just let me put it in there. Please? That'll do. There's a little sunroof, but that's okay for... Sorry. Yes! Yes. Okay, what I was going to say was, since this is going to be a fire Pokemon house anyways, and we got that torch, we don't need that little light fixture, and we can put it in a different house. Alright, here's my question for you. What's Gloom's favorite flavor? Dry, probably. He doesn't... Well, he doesn't seem like somebody who likes sweet stuff. Thank you. Yeah, we're going to go and punch all of those bricks out off stream and replace them. That's two things we'll do off stream. Break the brick, replace it, craft new ones. We'll take and do all the bubbling of the mud stuff. And we're definitely going to complete this. I don't know. The one thing is, I don't know how to make bricks yet. I don't have the recipe to just make a brick. I can make these brick borders. Maybe Pokemon can crush those. Oh, well, we'll look at that later. Come on, drop your feather so I can hop off. Please drop your feather. Dude, him climbing up that is so freaking cute, dude. Those little arms just waddling. Yeah, again, I feel like I'm rarely gonna need to eat, which we love, but... I don't even know why I ate those. I'm about to hop off. A Golbat, tree-shaded yellow tall grass. It's a mouthful. Oh, hit this one up and we're hopping off. Purple up, one more little sesh. One more, right here. And I promise I'm hopping off. I swear on everything. Come on, Pripple up. Come on, Pripple up. Dude, alright. I can't save right now. What about now? We did it. We hopped off. Not an addiction. We did it. Look at that. We're getting off of it cold turkey. Very easy. Very easy off that thing. Not addicted. Honestly, I haven't even picked a movie yet, so this probably won't be a film class. We're just gonna watch a movie. What's a movie I wouldn't want to talk about? See what we got here. Which two? Oh, they have Pitch Black and Chronicles of Riddick. That I would want to talk about some. Birdcage, phenomenal movie. We watched it last year though. Python, I would want to talk about. Empire of the Sun, dude. YouTube free movies have put bangers and bangers for months now. Liar, liar. We just that's kind of tempting. Although we did do a comedy last week. It was Dazed and Confused. Yeah, that's a comedy. Forrest Gump is on here. Pitch Perfect. Honestly, let's do Pitch Perfect. That sounds fun. Shout out Haas. Hold on. Movie night, film class. Boom. Webcam needs to come on. This on. Put this here. Sure it's not in the VOD. Bam bam. My mic is. Bam bam. Alright, let's start with the intro. Everyone use this time to get yourself comfortable, get yourself a drink, any snacks, any blankets. I'm sorry we're 30 minutes late, but we are starting film class. Here we go. Yo, that thing goes absolutely nuclear. Okay, the audio. Please tell me that was working. No way, the whole time it wasn't. Okay, no, it worked. It worked. It worked. All right. Do I copy all of Will and also do the? Wait. Don't talk. YouTube. This isn't even. I mean, Will uses it, but it's from Aqua Team Hunger Force. Okay, we get it. We're gonna get into it. I'm not doing this. I'm just gonna this movie doesn't need a lot of breakdown. It's great. It's fun. It's a good time. It's catchy. These songs are incredible. Anna Kendrick is bae.